Another saint story made with love.
Hi, I am Saint Mark the Evangelist. I wrote what I received, the account of Jesus' life and teachings, so that others may understand who he is, and what he has spoken. And in what you now call chapter 13, he gave one of his most intense teachings, one that still speaks clearly to your world today. One day, as Jesus was leaving the temple, his disciples were in awe. The stones were massive, the buildings magnificent. Herod's temple was one of the wonders of that time. It felt permanent. But Jesus said, "Not one stone here will be left on another, every one will be thrown down." At that time, this sounded impossible. But years later, it happened. In 70 AD, the Romans destroyed Jerusalem. The temple was leveled to the ground. That was the first lesson. Even the strongest things you see are temporary. Later, 4 of his disciples, Peter, James, John, Andrew, asked him privately, "When will this happen? What should we look for?" But Jesus did not begin with destruction. He began with a warning, "Be careful that no one deceives you." Many would come claiming authority, saying, "I am he." False messiahs. He told, there would be wars, and rumors of wars. But he made this clear, these do not mean the end has come. He spoke of earthquakes, and famine, events that would shake nations. But then he gave the meaning, these are the beginning of birth pains. Not the end, a beginning. Just as labor begins with pain, but the child has not yet arrived. So too, these events signal a changing time, not the final moment. Then Jesus turned from the world, to his follower. He said, they would be handed over to councils, beaten in synagogues, brought before rulers and kings. And this would have a purpose. It would be a witness to the gospel, an opportunity to speak truth in places where it would not normally be heard. He also said, do not worry beforehand about what to say, because in that moment, the Holy Spirit would speak through them. He also warned of something deeper, division. Not only among nations but within families. Brother against brother. Parents against children. Following him will come at a cost. And yet, he ended with this, the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. You may ask, how do words spoken over 2,000 years ago still matter in your world today? The disciples once believed the temple could never fall. But it did. And today, you have your own temples. Systems you trust. Economies that seem stable. Technologies that feel unshakable. Institutions that appear permanent. But history, and even your own lifetime, has shown you something. It only takes one moment. One crisis. One unexpected shift. To reveal how fragile these things truly are. Jesus' words still stand, do not anchor your hope in what cannot last. The first warning Jesus gave was not about disaster, it was about deception. You live in a world where voices never stop. Information moves faster than truth. Images can be altered. Messages can be manipulated. There are always people presenting themselves as the solution, the one voice to follow, the one path to trust. But not every voice deserves your attention. Discernment is no longer optional. Not everything urgent is true. Not everything loud is right. You must learn to remain grounded, even when everything around you is pulling for your attention. Jesus spoke of wars and disasters, but he said, do not be alarmed. These are not the end. They are part of a process. But in your time, these events are constant. You see conflict across nations. You hear of environmental change. You feel economic pressure. And many live in a state of quiet anxiety. Always watching. Always reacting. Always expecting the next crisis. You even have a word for it now, doom scrolling. But Jesus did not teach us to panic. He taught us to recognize that not everything that feels like an ending, is the end. Some things are signs of transition. The lesson is this, do not let fear dictate your response. Learn to remain steady within uncertainty. Jesus warned us of something even more difficult than external trials. He said division would reach into the closest relationships. Brother against brother. Parents against children. And you see this now. Communities divided. Families strained. Friendships broken over belief, identity, and conviction. Many feel pressure to agree. Or risk being rejected. To conform. Or be pushed aside. But Jesus never told us to avoid this cost. He told us to endure it. Not by becoming harsh. Not by fighting for dominance. But by remaining faithful to what is true. The goal is not to win every argument. The goal is to remain aligned with truth, with faith, with integrity, with love, even when it is difficult. So when you look at your world, and it feels unstable, uncertain, divided, remember, none of this is outside what He prepared us for. The instruction has not changed. Stay watchful. Stay discerning. Remain faithful. Because in every generation, including yours, the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Follow Cute Messengers for more saintly stories. Cute Messengers, small voices, heavenly messages.